OBS is not working very well, but I'm still going to record it on the Zoom session so that I may not have to repeat it all again. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about right now is very important psychological barrier that all traders have, right? You know, I keep talking about it and I keep saying that people enter trading thinking that they want to be rich very quickly, right? They want to be rich in a day or two, and then what do? They expect that they are going to double their account, triple their account, become a millionaire. And why is this? This is because of the negative propaganda that we usually have on internet with their Lamborghinis and watches and buying this and that type of property, right? Which is amazingly lethal. And it's like you want to commit suicide and want to kill yourself. Seriously, it's as simple as that. So you bring in some money, you start having losses, right? Because you don't have the right expectations and you don't even know this field, right? Important thing here is that we do not understand, that we did not learn trading. We do not want to invest in learning. What did we do? We come onto the chart and we want to just somehow know it. No, this is not possible. You have to invest in your learning. Okay, we are very simple, put it in one line. I'm a doctor. I invested 6 years so far in my bachelor's, yeah. And then what do? What I need to do is need to go and practice. When I go to the hospital, they still think I'm an intern or a junior doctor after that many years of studying. And then I gather a lot of experience. And then they're going to say maybe 5, 6, 10 years down the line that I know some bit. And then I'm going to be stable. How many years that is now so far, right? I'm coming to trading and becoming successful in a day, in a week, in a month. That's not possible. And that is even with YouTube videos or something else, etc., signal group and whatever. If signal groups were meant to make people rich, every single person would be a millionaire right now. Money wouldn't be a problem in this world at all. And every single person would be trading. Okay, so the right mindset is, yes, you can make money here. I did recover my losses, but it involved a lot of grinding. Where did I develop all this understanding to this chart? I did not even know about that. You all know, I've told you when I came onto this chart, you should not have a lot of money when you come to the charts, right? Because when I came to the charts and started trading, I had a lot of money. All of them was dumped down. All my pocket money, all my savings, they were just dumped down. In fact, I had to take more from my brother and dad, right? And then I was so guilty. I couldn't sleep. I was just on charts, and each time market used to beat me up. I was never able to beat the market. The market used to just, oh God. There was not even a single chance that it would not make me go cry, right? Sleepless nights, stress, crying, unable to understand my own psychology. And here, nobody else was my enemy. Who was my enemy, guys? I was my own enemy. Why? Because I was over leveraging. I wanted to recover all my losses in a day. I did not even come back here with proper education. I did not have any experience. I never traded demo account, and I never traded small account. Okay, I was going big. I used to do is that I put in 5,000, 6,000. Initially, I started with 20,000 and all of that. But later on, when I was having loads of losses, I started with, like, for example, $5,000 again. And then I said, these $5,000, I've lost them. Okay, let me put down $2,000 more. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to maybe recover from these $2,000, those $5,000. What happens? I opened big lots, being stupid, gave those 2,000 back to the market as well. The time came when I only had like account of $500 and then $300. So because it was just drenching me. Edward, I can relate to that. I went through hell as well. Yes, we all did. There are people on here who have told me they've lost $60,000, $80,000, $100K, whatnot, right? We all have. So what we end up doing, whatever we have, we end up giving all of that to the market, unless and until we start borrowing. And when we are done borrowing as well from here and there, until then, when the whole capacity is all sorted and drenched out, that's when we realize, okay, what is it actually trying to do to me? Maybe, right? And then I try to learn and understand. And then seriously, I was watching Asian, London, New York. Asian, London, New York, day and night, day and night. I was making money, Asian and London. I was unable to handle New York volatility, and I used to give all that money back to the market by before sleeping. In fact, some of my premium as well. And then I used to cry, right? And then I sat down, I thought, now what do? I have, all I have is losses. How do I recover them? I told myself one thing, that I'm going to recover those losses only from this market. That is the quickest way. That's when what did I do then? I knew all my mistakes. It's not that I didn't know. Raja constantly kept telling me, AJ constantly kept telling me. No, after that, I started improving, right? So until Raja, until I learned Elliott waves, until I learned all these indicators, what is this, what is that, what is RSI, what is MCAD, I mean, there's so many things, right? So many things on here. I kept learning all of them. I kept asking why. I understood market sentiments. I understood who are market makers, what are they trying to do, what am I looking into, all of that, right? I just kept asking so many whys. On the other hand, I did one thing very important. That is, I started understanding the technicals better, the structure and the price action better, and I got hold onto something that is absolutely important. What is that? Greed. What is that, guys? I want all of you to type that, because you're all greedy. That's why you're traders, right? You're all greedy. Exactly. You definitely are greedy. That's why you're here. You're greedy. You have to control the greed. You have to set the right expectations at the right time within this market. Right expectations at the right time. For example, I do not have to be stupid to expect 50% return, because that 50% can happen in a day. When I'm risking too much, 1 day, 2 day, that is possible. But later on, it's going to happen. It's not going to happen every day. It's going to take 200%, 500% from me. Okay. So what used to happen? Very simple example. What used to happen? I used to jump in anywhere in a silly manner, and I used to drop a big lot. First time, it used to give me, for example, if it's 5 lot or 10 lot, it used to give me a bit of money. Yeah. Second time I do that, times 10 of that money, it would take away from me. Why? Because I'm not ready to accept my loss. I did not even bother calculating my loss, by the way. I didn't. I just used to enter. I did not bother how much loss am I going to handle. When my psychology started getting better, when I started calculating my loss, I actually opened these charts. So where I was really at a bad position. I did not want to use this trading view. I thought, so much work that I have to put into actually do the charting. In 15 minutes, 10 pips, all I need. 10 pips. Why do I need to spend so many hours on the charts for 10 pips or 20 pips? And after that, Raja used to say, just hit TP on 10 pips and that's it. Leave it run up. I watched him for a long time and I was like, all this charting, but trust me, there's no way out. Sooner you learn it or later you learn it. If you have to be sustaining this market, you are going to start doing it. You are going to start drawing it. You have to open the chart. You have to look at the bigger picture. You have to have the understanding. And then, because I gave so much to gold, I am not trading anything else. I'm only trading gold. One is enough, and it gives me enough profit. Enough profit. All I have to do is just sit in the right direction at the right time. Okay? Clear, guys? You understand what I'm saying so far? So what is the problem here? We have to calculate our stop loss. There is a way out. It's not, I'm not saying there's no way out. There is a way out. You have to do something which is just a simple trading plan for your own self. You have to have the right plan with the right execution. So what does trading involve? Trading involves, number one, that is you have to manage your risk. You should know your stop loss, okay, and your lot size. Number one, you want me to put down, maybe I'll do it another day, how to again calculate your lot size according to your account and where and how many pips, especially on gold, you should be looking into, and what are the ways for that. We can look into that topic again. Now, second, what is that? Drawing the levels, right? Drawing the key levels. Do you get the levels from me? Yes, you do. Where is your problem? Where are you stuck at that? Where are you not? Why are you not profitable in that case? Where are you messing up? Put it on. You know, the first problem is, but Sasha, call it out. Say it. You're entering here. You know why? My champs here, they're trained now. They're trained. They know. I hate to do that. I sometimes do that and I mock myself, saying that I'm calling out and giving a signal here. I mock myself, but that's mocking. Why is it mocking? Mocking is for a reason, because that's not the right mindset of a trader. That's not what you'd be doing. I gave you my analysis that it can push up in this level, maybe come back down, maybe do that. It would do that. It might not do that. You always should have a contrary setup in your mind that it could just maybe continue melting down from here all the way. It might even not come to this level and then just continue pushing to the top side. You agree? We can have all these scenarios in our mind, right? We know that this is a possibility. There are A, B, C's that can be looked into trading, and then they're all possible. We can only predict so much. And then we just react. We sit down, we never marry our analysis. Okay? No, only because I think so, this should happen. That's rubbish. Wrong attitude. Okay? So what I want you all to do, it's something very, very simple. Okay? That you calculate your stop loss now according to your temperament, right? Because there is a problem with calling out signals, even during live streams and even during Telegram messages when I'm posting it out to you all, right? What is the problem? That I say I have entered. How long would it take? Once I enter, once I analyze, put it on MT4, look around, take a screenshot, snapshot, or type a message and then send it to you, there will be a time lag. And if I'm saying that I got 10 pips, you're like, but I haven't got it. My entry is late, and then you're scared. On a smaller time frame, it's so volatile. So what's the best to do? What's the best to do? You call out a zone. You call out a zone, and then this is your level that I'm looking into. This is your level that I'm looking into. This is your level that I'm looking into. And then I'm going to put my stop loss here for myself. And then I'm going to watch it. Any wick down, any area, because gold wicks down. You know it happens. What happens? I've drawn it like 10,000 times and I know you guys are all now done with it. You know what happens? Gold comes to a level and then starts consolidating in this area and then sudden break up and then it goes into your direction. It wants to take everybody out, right? And do the opposite for the sell position, right? When we are buying, it just wicks down further and take everybody out and make a move. What is so unpredictable in this? It happens on daily, on all time frames. All time frames. You know it happens. And you know the characteristic of your pair. Okay? The same thing happened, and then you are going to be quick enough and make a decision. Is it melting down? Where should my stop loss be? Is it going to be 10 pips, 15 pips? Am I going to hold it? How long am I going to hold it? Because this is not my trade. This is your trade. That is called execution and trade management. Risk management. Okay? So you have to understand your own execution. Now I'm teaching execution. Okay? Carefully understand how to execute. What time frame do you want to execute? This is everybody's personal choice. I execute as low as, when do I execute, guys? I want to know, when do I execute? You can say it. Don't be shy. I execute based on small time frames, keeping an eye on all the high time frames. Did I break down the chart to you all right now from weekly to daily to 4 hourly to 1 hourly? You can go to months, you can go to year, 3 monthly candle. You can look at all of them, right? I execute the trade only when it is at a certain level, condition number 1. If it is in the middle, anywhere here, I'm not touching it. Is it doing anything here? No. When I came onto the charts, how did I know it's not going to do anything? Experience. I knew it's straight away, it's not going to do anything. I'm not doing anything on this right now. So I thought when I came on here, when I expected it's not going to, it's an expectation. I'm not a fortune teller, right? It's an expectation. So when I broke down, I took my time, 15, 20 minutes to break down the charts from weekly all the way to smaller time frames to hourly to see what's happening, explain to you the move that I'm expecting. And now I'm talking to you. Did anything happen? No. Am I having any sort of FOMO? No. I should not have any FOMO because when price was dropping, I was in it, 415 pips down. And when price was moving up, I am in it already. I'm not having any sort of FOMO. I'm 190 pips up. Okay. And then we bought here, we bought here, we bought here. At least we were in the right direction. We could sense that it was trying to create some support, right? Now, how do you execute? This is your level. If this is your level, okay? I'm going to draw it for you, yeah? So that you understand. Price is in your level right now here. If you're looking for a sell position, for example, you took a sell position, okay? This is your sell position. Now, price drops down 10, 15 pips, okay? And then where's your stop loss? In this area, where would you keep your stop loss? I'm teaching you, right? I'm teaching you this. Price is at your condition is met. You know that you want to take a sell. You have calculated that where should your be stop loss, where your stop loss should be. You're thinking that the next zone is 15 and then 20. Okay. Am I going to hold 50 pips? Am I going to hold 100 pips? No, I'm not. I am not, at least that's not my style. Okay. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I know it wicks up and tries to take everybody out like it did here or here to take everybody out. It wicks in one direction before making the other direction. So I should have at least some amount below the support that if it wicks down reasonably, I'm saying, okay, then I should have that area, that room for my trade to play. Simple. What am I going to do? I am going to keep my stop loss above this level, 10 to 15 pips up, okay? And then this is not something life and death matter for me. Yeah, I'm going to keep it here, but then what I'm going to do, I'm going to be still observing it on a smaller time frame. What is it doing? What should I be expecting? And if it drops down 10 pips, 20 pips to any of my level, I'm going to take the partials off. It can come back, retest. Do you know how long it's going to stay in this area? Until and why? Until maybe just next 5 minutes and start melting down? Or is it just going to start flying away right now? We don't know. We do not know the future here, right? We all could have been billionaires, in fact, trillionaires, if only we knew what's going to happen on this chart 1 minute in advance or 30 seconds in advance. Okay, so how do we execute? We are going to take a position, calculate our stop loss. And another important factor. Am I going to take this position all in one go? What do I do usually? Come on, champs, answer me. Do I take all my position in one go? put in all the risk on the table straight away. No, I don't. What do? Dynamic entries. Dynamic entries means what? I divide my risk into 2 or 3 entries and I pour them in carefully, wisely. When I see that my expected move is still in play. Clear? Clear? I want you to type yes. The more wise I get in the chat, that's when I'm going to continue explaining you further. You understanding it, right? If you're understanding it, why and how I'm going to do this, and then what happens usually? Usually what happens? 10 pip is definitely you should be securing something, okay? Now by this time when it is moving to the downside, what happens usually? I'm going to tell you the trick now. This is moving down on 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It came back down. I'm watching every minute. What happens next? Are we going to start having a doji like that after it has dropped from this area to this area? If I'm going to start looking at this wick, any rejection, right? And it is coming up, what happens to the next candle? Okay, still trying to create some resistance. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I have my stop loss at break even right now. I do not believe in giving money back to the market, especially my own money. They can take back profit, I don't mind. 10, 15 pip profit, they can take back, no problem. I can take that 10, 15 pip back again. That's not a problem. When is it a problem? It's a problem when they come back to my entry and try to go up above this area, right? Then I'm going to jump out of this trade. I'm going to re-enter. Clear? Clear? Then what happens? My trail stop loss, okay, I had like 3, 4 pip here, just the commission to my entry. It came back all the way down here, but did not come here. If it would have, I would have been out. I would have been out. And then I was like, oh my God, I was in the trade. Oh, come on. And it could do that. Am I in the right direction? And do I have to be in the trade each time? I don't have to be. I happen to be because we look onto this pair. We want to have a command on this pair, but we usually are, but it is not a necessity. Accept that. Be ready for that. You will not be, you will sometimes have a mess because they want that. And sometimes obviously market will be successful to give you a mess. It will be successful. How can you beat the market each time, right? They're big market movers. What they want to do, that's what they want to do, right? If they wanted to take everybody out here and then they were making sure that everybody expects a wick fill to this area, even after this big bearish candle, why do they need to bring this big bearish candle into the picture before they move up? To confuse you and me. They did. We were very confused. We were very confused last New York session, weren't we? Right? We have to be honest to ourselves. Now, second point. Second point about execution. Let's go back to here. This is my area. This is my calculated level. This is where I saw smaller time frame entry and I've taken a trade. Okay, now, I told you it can come back. Obviously, each candle that is formed have some sort of retracement. Agree? Now that retracement could be on each time frame. 1 minute candle also does the same. Let me pull out a scenario for you so that you can all see. Do we have anything on here? Okay. So for example, somewhere here, and you're expecting it to move down, just as an example. Let's have a look. Okay. I calculated this area. Price has created beautiful resistance in this area. And this is a point of control as well. And I'm like, maybe we're going to get a dip down from here. Okay, what am I going to do? I am going to, for example, I took an entry here or maybe here. Then price moves down. And then I am in this position, okay, right here. And then I am expecting this candle on 1 minute to come up and retest this area. That's when I am going to be further sure that it is rejecting on the retest again. And it did. Beautiful rejection. This candle closed below this candle. Further confirmation. This rejection, none of them closing above this one. My entry is nice and secure, and I am going to continue. Yeah. And then I can trail my stop loss. Why? Because here, again, it showed some reaction to the top side. Is this the move over? You have to quickly decide here. Okay. But no. What did you do? The next candle did not close above this one. It's okay. It's safe. We are good to go. This is how you read the candles. And then not only on 1 minute, you switch the time frame, right? We constantly look into different time frames. And then we say, okay, when we were going down in this area, the 5 minute candle has come up like that, and then it has retested within this candle. The next candle is not going to wake up. Once it wants to decide, this is a very, very important characteristic as well of, I think, on all pairs. Once it wants to melt down, it does not want to give you a wick. It does not want to give you a retest or an entry. It just wants to go down. Whoever is here, and whoever is not here, they want to just melt down. And then this was the entry for the buy position maybe. And then they want to continue moving to the top side. So moves happen very quickly. Now, one point, very important point. You looked onto 5 minutes, and then you looked onto the same area on 15 minutes. Now, some people are going to wait and see that this 15-minute candle has closed very beautifully, and it is a reversal pattern. I think we can take a risk here. They will wait all these 15 minutes, and then they took this entry based on the 15-minute candle retest, not on 1 minute, not on 5 minutes, not on any other time frame. They took it on 15-minute retest, and they entered it, right? Where's the risk? Again, it's up to you. It's your appetite. Where do you want to put your risk? 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute? Sure, Josh, no worries. So, and then how does the 30-minute looks like? Do you want to retest on the 30-minute? Up to you guys. This is your call. This is where all of you are missing the point. All of you are missing the point here. Call out your entry, Sasha. Now, Sasha's entry could be based on any other time frame when she's more reactive. This is the same zone. Zone is the same. Level is the same. Your confirmations are with you. My confirmations are with me. Any other person, Yen's confirmation, KT's confirmation, PC's confirmation, Giriraj, Josh, Siddiq, Suhaib, everybody on here will have different confirmations, different reactions. Their understanding of the setup would be different according to them. Can we copy each other exactly? No, that's why copying is something absolutely cheap. That doesn't work. So how can I expect copying to work here? No, sometimes the reading of the chart and the analysis, I share my analysis, you share yours with me. And then I am going to be thinking, oh, that's a good point. Maybe I like 1 point from you, 1 point from KT, 1 point from PC, and then maybe you do the same with me. You pick 1 point from me, you pick 1 from Faraja, you learn. I did the same. I learned order block from AJ. I learned trade management, risk management from Raja. I learned Elliott waves from someone else. And then I learned the price action from. So, and then I learned the 5 minute, 10 minute entries with my own practice and back testing. All of those things, it's like a puzzle. You join it together, and then that is your own formula. And now what you got to do, got to practice it, make it better, practice it, make it better, do the grinding. And that's when you become successful. And then you have to strictly hold on to the rules that you are forming. Clear, guys? All right, is there any question that you want to ask me in regards to the execution, different time frame execution, your personal execution, about the key level? Please feel free to ask me. I hate to provide signals. I hate to call out entries because every mind is different, and then there should not be any blame game. Okay, There should not be any, because I loved to do this. When I was in losses, I loved to put it on Raja. I love to put it on AJ. I would love to put it on Sami. I would love to say that this is because of that person, right? You need a shoulder. You need to put it on somebody because you're tired of your own burden. You do not want to accept it. It's you who is executing the button at the end of the day. And you are risking your own funds. You are calculating your own. I can teach you everything you want. I cannot, and I do not want to come down and risk your money. Why would I do that? Why? In what frame of mind do you think I want anybody else to manage my funds? Why would I want anybody to come and click the button for me? So if that is the case, you all have my PayPal. To send all your money to me. All of you just send your money to me. That's it. I'm going to see if I'm going to make 2% daily. I'm going to return it back to you. That's another business. People have that business. They're happy to manage others' money. They want to do that. And they run away. And then they give you, and signal groups, God, each of these signal groups have 150, 200 pip stop losses. And then they want to make $400 pip profit. Someday my trade is going to get from here to there. Someday. One day. I'm not doing that. This is not my style. I have never taken any signal services. You have to understand this. This is your money. Trust me, the way you're going to be careful about it, it's like treat it like the money you treat in the bank. It's your money. It's your money. You want the safest bank. You want everything the safe and good returns, this and that. But when you come here, your expectations are somehow absolutely messed up. I want to make all my 600. I want to make 1,000 from $100 account. I want to do this and that. Come on, it is all possible. And you have my other videos on with you, where I have discussed with everybody the psychology and other things, other important factors. Come on, guys. Please, please, please understand, fix your issues, have realistic expectations, mature out. Stop it. Either you're fit for trading or you're not fit for trading, one of the two. But if you want to waste the money, don't. Stop. This is your money. This is your family's money. This is your hard-earned money. You got to protect it. Okay? And I'm going to stop recording here. And I'm going to be pasting it on, posting it onto YouTube for everybody to watch it. And then you all get the link, because I really, really, really want these little points to be clear with everybody. If you have any topic that you want me to discuss, please ask me.